On tonight's show, we're keeping up with the Joneses' lovely couple, the amazing Mr. Smith and the gorgeous Mr. Reynolds. All the big names are here. Let's start the show! Yes, it is. Woo-hoo! I tell you, some great names on my sofa tonight. I feel so lucky. You know, I feel luckier than a 48-year-old granny who's left her lottery ticket in the washing machine. Hey, good. You can't blame a granny for trying, can you? I didn't see the nude pictures. Release the balls. Let's get our guest on. Hey, later with the music from our good friend, the extraordinary Nora Mbula. He's one of our finest character actors, who's leading the charge as Captain Mannering in the new Dad's Army film. It's Toby Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Hey! Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Toby Jones. This lady went from the Welsh Valleys to the Hollywood Hills and won an Oscar for her stand-up performance in Chicago. Please welcome the fabulous Catherine Zeta-Jones. Leading man. Now he's turning the superhero genre on its head in Deadpool. Please welcome for the first time, Ryan Reynolds, everybody! And he's not just one of my favorite guests, he's one of the biggest movie stars in the world. From West Philadelphia, born and raised, it's a warm welcome back to Will Smith! Not a bad haul. Not a bad haul, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, but actually, very quickly, before we say another thing, I should just say, if you are a Zayn Malik fan, I'm really sorry. And he's not here.
I'm out of here.
No, because you were upset. Ryan was upset.
I was.
Yeah, no, I saw your tweet. I was hurt, you know?
Zayn Malik's really making me regret the Zayn Malik tattoo I have on my back. Making it difficult.
Ryan tweeted when he heard the news of the cancellation. Zayn is not on the Graham Norton show with me anymore. I'll still go, but obviously I got my lips done for nothing.
Maybe not for nothing.
Maybe not for nothing.
Maybe.
Hello. Anyway, we don't worry. But hey, lovely to see you all. Now, this is special, ladies and gentlemen. In the world of show business, we don't often get to say this. 4 happily married people on the couch. Not to each other. The Joneses not related in any way. So,
I need to make an announcement before we...
If down the sofa. Anyway, so talks. No, so Ryan, you and Blake have been married for?
Oh God, don't do this to me. 4 years. 3 years.
Are you guessing?
3 years.
I started to believe it.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. You just go, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck with getting to 4. And Catherine Michael, you've been together a long time now.
15. Together 17, married 15.
Will and Jada?
I know that.
Together 22, married 18.
Wow.
Very good. But Toby and Karen beat you all.
Together 26, married 1.
Wow. What happened there? Like, were you saving? I wanted to be really nice. I wanted to be really nice.
Yeah.
Now, what happened?
Well, I think we're...
Sorry, this is none of my business. It's just interesting.
Well, we proposed and accepted about 3 or 4 times, and every time, you know, I proposed once, yeah, let's do that, and then, yeah, we'll do that. And then the next time, nothing happened, and the next time she proposed to me on a leap year, and I said, yeah, absolutely, you know. Nothing happened. And then the third time, I proposed again, nothing happened. Then we said we've got to stop proposing.
Yes.
So we couldn't really agree on how to do it. We knew how to do it, obviously, but we didn't agree how to do it, as it were.
We're still talking about getting married now.
Yes, yes.
Proposing, they've got that down.
Totally, man. He proposed
Is
to
there
hell
anything
out
else?
that woman.
But it's all good. You finally got there.
Yeah,
You finally
after
got...
25 years, it seemed like a good thing to do.
Very good. And of course, Brian married beautiful Blake,
Yeah.
sexiest man in the world, all those things. And yet...
She is the sexiest man in the world.
You've done well there.
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at you just...
Beautiful and happy.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah.
No, but to cheer us up, when you started kind of being interested in girls, you weren't as that cool or smooth with it.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
I don't believe it.
No, I went through puberty at like 27. Really? It was a freak thing. Yeah, it was not good. Yeah.
Who's the girl? Who's the girl in school? The first girl.
Well, I was obsessed with this girl, Fiona Gorczynski, who she used to take the bus the opposite way of my actual home, and I would get on the bus just to sit next to her.
Wow.
For 45 minutes the wrong way.
There's something wonderful about
There was something wonderful. Yeah,
I'm moronic.
I love it when you're young. It's so cute. When you're older, it's just stalking. You're like on some kind of watch list. And but I remember when I couldn't have been more than 11 years old, and I was just about to get off the bus because enough is enough. I'm about to enter like Seattle or something. So I'm starting to get off the bus, and I decided to like kind of hit her with like this cool look or something like this, like one of these like real sort of Don Johnson, Miami Vice kind of thing.
Let me feel it.
Right? You feel that? Oh,
Yeah, I threw up in my mouth.
I do this move as I'm getting down off the bus, and I sort of delay a little too long, and the bus doors close on my backpack. On my backpack. And the bus just starts to leave. I'm sort of like doing this, like banging on the side of the bus. The bus driver finally stops, opens the door, releases my, idiot backpack, and I could never look at her again. Yeah. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah.
Well, she's looking at you now.
Can you imagine? She's like, he's the guy with the backpack.
He's the idiot with the Ren and Stimpy backpack.
Captain Zeta-Jones and Michael obviously married, what did you say, 15 years. Wow. And people, couples, when they be together, like, they have little rituals and ways to keep the relationship fresh. But you have one involving golf. Is this right?
Yeah, that old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I don't
good.
think I can handle this.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I can kick his ass in golf if I say so.
Okay. But don't you make these bets when you're playing golf?
Yeah, if he duffs a shot and can't get his ball over the lady's tee, he has to take his pants off. We'll drop him.
On the pitch. On the
pitch?
On the pitch.
You're worse than I am. Even I know that.
On the course.
On the course, yeah.
It's pitch and putt.
Crazy golf.
Yeah. But expose himself in some way, yeah.
How does he do
It's
it?
not just my husband, it's any man I play with.
Questions too.
No, he doesn't have a question. He was volunteering to play golf.
Drop him on the course. What are paparazzi doing all day?
No, there has been an issue with paparazzi, but I made him go into the bushes and drop his pants. A deal is a deal.
And now, Will, you and Jada, you're kind of, real kind of Hollywood couple, a sort of power couple now. Married 18 years.
That's my wife, though.
Still interesting. Look at that.
You're looking at her food.
That's not a good... That picture, why did you do that? I'm looking at her like food. like I'm still breastfeeding. It's a good thing that's my wife.
Just before we move on, I must, of course, say to you, Will, because it's been such a weird year because of the Oscars and all the controversy and everything. So, and it must be odd for you talking about it because you're kind of part of it. If and the people are talking about your performance, that movie. So where are you officially now? Where are you standing?
The thing that's most important for me is that the spirit of it has to maintain. There's the media sort of creates the us and them. And for me, there is no us and them. It's we. I'm a member of the Academy. So I felt very seriously that there's a sort of kind of a regression that in America in general, a regression towards separatism and racial and religious exclusion. So for me, it's more about putting my hand up and, you know, reminding my community, the Hollywood community, that we have to lead, that, you know, diversity is America's superpower. You know, that's what makes our country great, and it's really important. In Hollywood, we've got to be pushing forward, even in a time of a wider regression.
Well, hopefully something good comes out of it.
It always does.
Yeah.
As my grandmother said, that's the only thing that can come out of it. If you lead with love and light, good is only going to come out of it.
Wise man. Wise man. Smith, ladies and gentlemen, you are here with the film Concussion. It tells an extraordinary true story, which
Yeah.
I think, was this story like well known in America? Because it wasn't well known here.
You know, it wasn't really well known in America at the time. Since I took the film, it's been really well known. But it's you know, the story of essentially there's a brain disease that American football players, and it's actually expanded beyond American football players, who, you know, rugby and you know, the Australian rules and soccer even. But this is the doctor who discovered the brain disease that the players are getting.
And it opens here on...
It's a big comedy.
No, it's really not, but it is a terrific story. And it opens here on the 12th of February. And I think often in this country, if we hear a movie is about American football or baseball or something, we think we won't get it. But
Yeah.
this is really accessible because I think, because it's told from the doctor who also doesn't know American football.
Absolutely, yeah. The doctor, he was a Nigerian immigrant, so he came and he discovered the disease. He's a forensic pathologist, so I had to see autopsies to prepare for this role. Oh. Yeah, and you don't go to autopsies. That's as a general rule. As a general rule. And so, hey man, we going to an autopsy tomorrow. Just don't go. Don't go. But it was definitely a jarring experience.
Yeah.
Is there no solution to the problem?
Well, what it is that for American football, the helmet actually presents a greater problem because your brain is completely disconnected from the skull, sitting in a fluid. So in the film, we use the illustration of an onion inside of a jar, and it's just free flowing. There's nothing you can do. You can put an exoskeleton over it, you put the helmet over it, but you still don't stop the onion from hitting inside, and that's what happens to the human brain. So
Also, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I mean, I know it's a very difficult thing to stop.
Yeah. Toby, you should not play American football.
I'm not going to take that.
Please, just give that dream up, Toby. Yeah, just give it up. Give it up.
you can't take a man's dream. Like,
Well, listen, we've got a clip. This is you as Dr. Bennett Omalu pleading with a representative from the governing body of football at the NFL. Yeah.
Sir, I am not done. History laughs. If you continue to deny my work, the world will deny my work. But men, your men, continue to die. Their families left in ruins. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You sure you want to do this?
I would ask you that same question, Dr. Maroon.
You were saying, Dr. Omalu, he loves that this film's being made. He loves that he's now you.
yeah, no, he is. Oh, yeah, look at that's what his face looks like all the time. He is so completely happy. All the things that he suffered, and it's funny. He sent me a link. There was a Nigerian comedian that was talking about my performance in the movie, and he said Will Smith is doing a Nigerian accent in his film, and the haters will say that it is no good. But I think that is not true. I think he sounds like a Nigerian with a concussion.
For actors, you know, you all have to do accents. But Ryan, we don't think of Canadians as having accents, and yet you say
we do.
You've lost your accent, you would say.
Yeah, I sort of trained myself out of it, but, you know, I go back home and it pops up again. It's,
That's all Ottawa.
Yeah.
I hear that's all Ottawa.
Oh, yeah,
It's
right?
Ottawa.
It's all
I can hear it.
Ottawa.
Say about.
It's well, in Canada, it's a boat.
And that's what I'm saying.
A boat.
Say it the way you say
What are you
it.
talking about? What are you talking about?
Boat.
But it's all everything is, it's a bad word, but I'm sorry. So you handle everything with, oh, fuck, buddy.
And is it something about the Canadian accent that makes you a really bad liar?
Yeah, well, we're not good at lying or fighting, really. I mean, fighting is
That's good.
It's so slappy and it's not very sexy.
But weren't you caught at the border trying to lie?
Yeah. My wife is a foodie. She loves these apple pies that they make at this place in Vancouver where I grew up. So we grabbed a bunch of them and we were driving back down to the States and we were across the border. You're not allowed to cross the border with like vegetables. It's illegal, right?
Yeah, it's illegal.
And this guy knew something was going on, and we get up to the border crossing.
Pie smugglers.
Yeah, pie smugglers. I'm an actor. Most like a Hollywood actress, they have like a kilo of cocaine in their car. It's got pies, you know. But he knew something was going on, right?
The pie face.
Yeah, totally. Had the pie face. Like a terrible lie. The worst poker face, worst pie face ever. He says, my voice always gets really high when I'm like lying. He was like, you got anything, any sort of fruit, any vegetables, anything like that? I was like, no. And he's basically, he just had me on the hook, and he looks at me and he goes, hey, I remember that, you remember that movie you did, that movie Just Friends? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you know that song at the end of it where you sing that's I Swear by All for One? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, go ahead. Basically, he was saying, dance, monkey.
I bet you dance.
I danced. Sang that thing in the best falsetto I had. And I was on my way to the border eating pie by the next stop.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, you famously, for us, you know, you're from Wales.
From Wales.
Yeah, Wales.
There's loads of girls for Welsh girls around.
But finally. After Mask of Zorro...
Oh, they thought I was Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to go to the red carpet and they go, you know, in Spanish, I go, hola. And all I said was like, gracias. They didn't be saying anything about me. I was like, gracias. Muchas gracias.
Now, to me, you still have a Welsh accent.
Yeah.
But is that because you're here?
I've been with my mum and dad this whole weekend and my brother, and it gets stronger. Yeah. When I first met Michael, I'd be on the phone to my mother, and I'd get off the phone, he'd say, oh, it's beautiful language, that Welsh. I went, what are you talking about? I'm speaking English.
I have to say, the night you won the BAFTA, you were suddenly the Welshest woman alive.
It's that humble thing that comes on, and it's like, oh, I'm from Swansea, I don't deserve this.
Because you must have had friends there, American friends in the audience.
Yeah.
You must have known what you were doing. With the, you did the big chant and everything.
I did Oggy Oggy, didn't I? Yeah, I think Wales won that day, actually.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, it was something that jogged my memory about how important Oggy Oggy was in my life, and...
These are smiling and nodding.
No idea.
Oggy Oggy.
If I did the Oggy Oggy, you'd know what to do, right? We can cheer the Americans.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Oggy Oggy Oggy! Oggy Oggy Oggy! 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 Oggy Oggy Oggy! Now you can do that.
Take that home.
Yeah, we're gonna take that back to that because ours is like say ho.
Yeah. In Canada, it's sorry about that.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Reynolds brings us Deadpool. Yay! I love that poster. That poster tells you everything you need to know about this movie. That's a really good poster.
There's a man in a very tight red bodycon.
It opens here on February the 10th, and this must feel great for you, because this has been a labor of love getting this made.
Yeah, it's been the best and worst relationship I've ever been in. It's 11 years I've been trying to get this movie made, and you know, we wrote a script, we did that about 6 years ago, then we did a little bit of test footage for this movie. That test footage sat on a shelf at Fox for 4 years, and then about a year and a half ago, somebody accidentally leaked it on the internet. Which is super crazy. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it that.
Very un-Canadian of you.
Yeah. My mom was like, what does this button do? I guess we're started making the movie now, and it just went nuts. People just started writing and flooding Fox with begging and pleading for the Deadpool movie to get made. And within 24 hours, we had a green light. We were making it. We were starting. Yeah,
Is that quick?
It was that quick. It was so undeniable, and it felt really good.
But also, you must be quite pissed off that, you know, what, you couldn't make that decision for yourselves?
Yes, exactly. We tried, but the fans got it made. So it's a great story, too, that this is totally fan-driven in every
I
way.
guess people who don't know, they'll be thinking, why wouldn't the studio want to make this movie? It's a superhero movie. Everyone loves that. And it is a superhero movie, and it's got all those things. Yeah. But it does also have this kind of indie movie sensibility and a kind of edginess.
Well, it's meta. I mean, the character knows he's in a comic book movie, but he works in the X-Men universe, so he's dealing with other X-Men. He's talking about other X-Men. He's making jokes about Ryan Reynolds. I mean, it's very, it's you know, and it's rated R, which is unusual for, you know, Marvel X-Men type movie. I think it's certificate 15 here in the UK.
Yeah, we can take it.
Yes, in China, and in China, it's rated go fuck yourself. Basically, they're not showing
Wash their hands.
Yeah. So sad. I wish they could show that, but yeah. So it's a pretty unorthodox film.
And also, what's great is to reflect like that poster, but also you've done other posters.
Oh man,
unorthodox.
the marketing of this movie has been so much fun.
Are you involved in these things?
Completely. We love it. We're like giddily texting and emailing each other in the middle of the night. Like, what if we tried this?
The emoji poster. I love the emoji poster.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Yeah, it's Deadpool. That just started as a jokey text message between me and a couple other people, and then the Fox marketing guy said, we're going to make that into a billboard. I said, you don't have the balls to make that. And there it is.
And also, you haven't forgotten that it's opening Valentine's weekend.
Of course, yeah.
So we've got that.
True love never dies. Yeah.
It is, I mean, but there are references to Valentine's Day in it.
It is. There's a big love story in the film, and then, I mean, the love story quickly turns into dick-kicking revenge.
And that always shocks me that you can, because on American TV, you can't say stuff like that. So.
No, you can't say it here either.
Oh, you can't?
I'll just be saying hi on the couch when it airs.
I'll just say, Deadpool! And then I'll go, on the Dad's Army. Yeah. And also, like, so you didn't just work on the things, you did the voiceovers for some of the trailers. You did
I did.
the voiceover guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that stuff. I do it at home all the time. Drives my wife nuts. It's you know, it's that voice that in a world divided by fear, one man must stand alone. Will Smith, Ryan Reynolds, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Toby Jones, in Graham Norton's pants rated R.
That's my ringtone. That's my ringtone. That was really good.
That's Don LaFontaine. That's the best. Yeah, the trailer guy.
I want to see that movie.
And listen, we've got a clip from Deadpool. This is essentially, I think all I need to say, this is you and your crew, you know, a couple of the other X-people, confronting your nemesis.
Yes.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you.
Okay.
So you're gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it. Woo! Superhero landing. Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
Totally impractical. They all do it.
You're a lovely lady, but I'm saving myself for Francis. That's why I brought him.
I'd prefer not to hit a woman, so please play.
I mean, that's why I brought her? Oh, no, finish your tweet. It's not, that's fine. Just give us a second. There you go. Hashtag it. Go get her, Tiger.
Oh, I so pity the dude who pressures her into prom sex.
You don't think about it watching the movie, but there is a kind of weird thing, because is it true the director based some of the fight moves and the kind of on Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, some of the big fight scenes are, sorry. The other Muhammad Ali right here. Yeah, some of it was based on Muhammad Ali. Just that idea that how he sort of got in people's heads. I mean, he was punching them in the brain as much as he was punching them in the face. So, a lot of it is that sort of floating kind of thing where he's just, it's a psychological warfare as well.
Because when you were preparing to play Muhammad Ali, so watching tapes, how many hours would you spend watching tapes?
What I used to do is there was a way that his arm moved, and that Michael Mann, the director, wanted me to burn neural passages, right? So I would sit in a dark room for, you know, 20 minutes at a time, but for 2 or 3 hours a day, just in a dark room, and I would watch a loop of him doing the jab, doing the jab, doing the jab.
Wow.
Yeah, trying to burn neural passages. It didn't work. It was a bad idea from the beginning.
Damn great, something worked. Yeah.
And Toby Jones, you've been in some big superhero movies.
I thought you were going to say Captain Mannering. Did I burn something? That was nice to do.
I know you were in Captain America and Hunger Games. You were in that.
Yeah.
Did you get to do stunts?
No, I get to watch people do stunts. And I contrive special powers, because in the Marvel stuff, I'm Arnim Zola, a sort of German nefarious doctor, evil doctor. I'm against Captain America. We may run into each other, I don't know, in the future.
But at
the moment, I'm just preoccupied with Captain America, dealing with him.
And is it extraordinary for you now when parents tell their children that you are Dobby from Harry Potter?
Well, it is, because I think they look at me and think, well, yeah, he's not that big. Maybe he could fit into a costume. And he's Dobby. His eyes. There's always a slight moment of assessing whether I'm tall enough. And then I say I'm only partly responsible just for the voice, but then there's always the kind of, can you do the voice on the phone?
Yeah.
Can you speak to my mother?
But now, apparently, being Dobby brings with it its own sort of fan mail.
Yes. There's a certain kind of fan of Dobby that you think, well, you're not really a child. You're an adult, and you're asking me to write a little legend for your partner in which you say you've been a really, really bad Dobby. And as you know, Dobby gets hit, you know... Taken in the wrong context, it could be implications of sadomasochism.
Yes. We never imagined Harry Potter would go there. It's very dark, Toby.
Hey, man, I only sent that letter because I appreciate it.
Can I get your email?
Yeah. And very quickly, I'm so sorry there won't be more Hunger Games, because this character deserves a spin-off. That's its own movie.
Yeah.
That is an amazing...
Who is that guy?
Looks like my Aunt Kathy.
Yeah, she's not sending you a card now. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, you've done extraordinary stunt work. You did a lot of the sword stuff in Mask of Zorro.
A lot of the sword stuff in Zorro, yeah, but I think probably my biggest stunt is getting my ass through lasers and entrapment.
Yeah, but because now... But did you have to be able to do that?
I'm sorry, was that my external voice? Wow.
We used to watch that trailer on
Remember that scene? Remember that scene? I was by myself.
That's burned onto a neural passage.
That one worked, Now, Dad's Army hits the big screens next Friday with Catherine and Toby. And Toby, you know, for you, taking on Captain Mannering, I mean, because Arthur Lowe is so loved and it's still on telly all the time.
Yeah, every Saturday.
Yeah, so how daunting...
It was 100% daunting. It was something I thought very, very carefully about. And then I saw the script. But I suppose more importantly, it was seeing the other actors involved. You know, when you think, oh, I can't play that part. I loved Arthur Lowe doing it. And then I saw the kind of actors they were getting involved with the script. And then Catherine came on board and it became unturned down. And it sort of became a selfish decision that it just looked so much fun to do. You know, sometimes with a job, you just go, in the end, I just want to do those stupid things with those great actors. You know?
Yeah, and because I think that's what makes it... Because I think everyone was kind of nervous, but then when you saw the cast, you're like, oh, hang on, this is a...
Yeah, I want to be in that gang. I want
Yeah.
to hang with you guys for a while. And
of course, less pressure for you, I guess, Catherine, because your character is new.
yeah, completely new. I get thrown into Wilmington-on-Sea. I'm a journalist doing an article on the Home Guard, and I cause a bit of havoc, really, throughout.
She falls for me.
I can see that. I can see that.
There's a big love affair that goes on. But exactly the same as Toby said, when I saw the plethora of fantastic actors, this one being right there, I wanted to be part of it.
And actually, what's nice about it is you don't... I mean, it is a standalone. It's not like full of in-jokes.
Well, obviously, like a TV comedy is 25 minutes long, and in a movie, what's great about the script is they had to find a way of extending it. And they can do a scale, a story of scale in a way that you can't do in a half-hour studio sitcom. So there's... you know, it's based on a true story, what happens in the movie. It was Operation Bodyguard, where the Allies used can I say this? Inflatable tanks.
Yeah.
Oh, you blew everything. Spoiler alert.
The inflatable tanks won't ruin your enjoyment.
Look, let's see a bit of Catherine Toby and the boys in Dad's Army. This is a taste of the trailer.
Nice front, shoulders back. Sergeant in the Home Guard, not a sack of potatoes.
It's all hands on deck.
An enemy spy is operating somewhere near here.
I'll catch him, sir. What does he look like?
We don't know, Frank. That's rather the point with spies. Stupid boy.
Associated Press. I'm doing an article on the Home Guard. Become highly recommended. You remind me of someone. Winston Churchill.
I'd like to think that if we'd met, we'd both be the richer for it.
Oh, yeah.
I think my mom, she loved it. Laughed like a dragon.
She liked it, your
Oh,
mom?
she did. Laughed like a dragon.
Yeah,
Didn't
my
tell her to
mom-
shut up. Yeah. and actually, Dad's Army, did they ever show it in America? No.
It replaced religion in Canada. We don't know. I hear it's like the reverend of it. They just love that. They were talking about it all day today when my junket.
Because when did they stop making it? They stopped making it in 70-something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And it's still on
79
every
now.
week.
Yeah, but it
on
reruns
BBC
and
Two.
everybody watches it. Though.
Yeah. Oh, no, the figures are great still.
Yeah.
And just when you think you've seen every episode, you turn on and then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
pops up.
Wow.
You might need some more promotion in the African American community.
It's music time. I don't know if you're familiar with this lady, but she is stunning. We have been waiting over 3 years for this moment, but she's back now with her second album. Here performing her current single, Overcome. It is a warm welcome back to the lovely Laura Mvula.
Your heart is broken now, and your head don't reach the sky. Take your broken wings and fly. When your head is heavy, low, and the tears they keep falling. Take your broken feet and run. With the world upon your shoulder, nowhere left to hide. Oh, keep your head up, carry on. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Yeah. Ain't no time to die, die. Even though we suffer, come together we pray. Come together, all God's children. Round the mountain, all God's children run. 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 Round the mountain, all God's children run.
saying Toby doesn't suffer from allergies?
Sorry.
That is gorgeous. Thank you so much for that. Really, really lovely. It's the new single, Overcome, and it is out now.
It's out now.
It is.
Oh, my goodness.
I've heard it on the radio and everything, Laura and Vula. It must be so nice for you to have a new song
This
out.
is special because remember, my first ever TV moment was with you.
Yes, it was.
You remember that?
I do.
3 years ago.
Look at you now.
So thank you. Well,
Oh, you've
right.
killed a flock of something. I've been driving the countryside to get roadkill, and now I'm back. Well done, you. And there's a whole album, finally, because we really, you know, because the fans, I'm one of them, we've been waiting. So it's called The Dreaming Room, which is a lovely name, and that's out on the 6th of May.
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to come up with some new songs. I'm not ashamed of that.
No, it's a lovely song. I'd wait for it.
Yeah.
It's taken me like 14 years, so.
Well, yeah, it
That
takes
would
a
take me
minute.
100,000.
You'd have to die and be born again. Listen, it's so lovely to have you back. And congratulations on that single. Hope it does really well. And can't wait for the album. Laura and Vula, everybody. All right. Before we head away, it's time for a visit to the big red chair. So who's there tonight? Hello, sir.
Hey, Graham.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm David.
David, lovely. And where are you from, David?
We're from Hungary.
Oh, from Hungary. Okay. And what do you do here?
I have 2 jobs. My main one is a hospital job. The other one is a weekend job working as a receptionist in a gym.
He's got it covered, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Hospitals, gyms.
Yeah.
He's all about. He's made Britain healthier while he's been here. Yeah. Thank you. We all thank you. Okay, off you go with the story.
So I'm originally from Hungary, but my first visit in New York, I was in a Christmas party with a bunch of people I didn't know very long. And it was before cell phones, so there was a phone in the living room. I made a phone call to my cousin, had a brief conversation in Hungarian, and at the end of the conversation, I was like, pussy, pussy, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, everybody in the room froze, looked at me, and I was like, telling my cousin, why is everybody looking at me? And my cousin said, do you know what you just said in English? Because in Hungarian, pussy means kiss on the cheek.
Ah.
No,
So
I didn't mean that here.
I doubt it means that in Hungary.
I didn't realize it either until until everybody looked, and it was children, and it was a Christmas party with kids in there. So
No, that's wrong.
Hold on, 1 second, on the cheek, here we go. Now you know what I can say.
Dear diary.
A speed bump on his way to pussy there.
You slowed him, but you didn't stop him. Okay, who's up next? Who's up next? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Paul.
Paul, lovely. And what do you do, Paul?
I'm a tour guide.
A tour guide? Yes. Oh, around what or where?
The BBC.
You want me to just flip him?
No, just flip him. If the walls could talk. I mean, this... No, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, and is your story about that, Paul?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, off you go with this story.
Well, my son Jay is about 18 now, so he'll kill me for telling this story, but when he was very little, I took him swimming. And it was his first time there out of nappies, so before we headed to the pool, I said, do you need to go to the toilet? He
I don't like toilets.
He said no, so we got in the pool eventually, and as soon as we got in the pool, he needed to go to the toilet. So we went to the toilet and came back, so I was a very bad father then. I whispered in his ear, if you need to wee again, just do it in the pool. No one will know. Everybody does it, it's okay.
Oh, wow.
And of course, I regretted this 5 minutes later, when he stood very proudly on the side of the pool. Into the water, very majestically, like an ornamental fountain, whilst all the swimmers dived for cover and all the lifeguards blew their whistles.
Oh, you can walk. Well done, Paul. Very good. Good story. Good story. Well done, everyone. And if you'd like to join us on the show and have a go at that red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Sadly, that is it for tonight. So just say a huge thank you to my guests tonight, Laura Vula. Yeah. Toby Jones, everybody! Catherine Zeta-Jones! Ryan Reynolds! And Mr. Will Smith! Join me next week with comedy actor Jack Black from Zoolander 2, Owen Wilson, Penelope Cruz, and Ben Stiller, plus the fabulous Sir Elton John. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye.